Probably should make sure the mic is working before I start. Probably should make sure the mic is working. Yeah, there we go. There. We're back into this. Yeah, I did try to figure out. I think I know what was wrong. I realized one of the leg panels might be not fully collapsed on that one leg. So that I'm gonna try to collapse it really quickly. Because I still kept trying to work on that one, so with that didn't work. But yeah, I did realize this. There's two versions, technically two versions of this. So this was the normal one, and then there was someone else who KO'd it and made it bigger, and that supposedly helped out fix the issues and had better plastic. So we'll see if I actually go in by the KO version of this version, and that one does include a Laserbeak and a Ravage as well. This one, it was just Soundwave, and this one, the other one has the two blasters, so you get extra blaster. And I'm trying to get this one section open. Opened up. Just make sure. I'm gonna redo the back of the leg transformation since I don't know what I'm doing. Just seeing if I could get. I don't think maybe if I don't, I didn't have it collapsed enough. There we go. I open up, up. I'm just gonna try to do this real quick. Bring that up. So maybe I didn't have it fully collapsed in itself. That in. Get that in and out. I think I got it more collapsed in if it wasn't already more collapsing. But yeah, I would just try to just redo this section here and tab that in. So that could have been what was helping and mess it up. Seeing if I have everything right, and then I'm also making sure I bent that knee, the ball joint where it bends properly, because that could also mess it up. Probably didn't have it bent properly. You could attach the ball joint back on because this popped off. And I did bend that knee ball joint better, so maybe it works. Oh, because it could have been like bent. I could have had it like off at an angle. And I could have thrown everything off. And I'm just trying to do it one last time. If not, then I'll see what I'll do. And I'll talk about the problem, and then we'll move on to the Hasbro ones. But then I also have like an order how I'll do that one too. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to connect both of these little bits, arms in, and then I'll see at the same time. Work with me. Work with me. Pop that back in. I got the arms stayed out there, and I got the hood lined up better. Okay. A bit more in. It's slightly better, but not as perfect as I just untapped the back. Just untap the back. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this and try to attach both of the doors real quick. Right, because I got it best happening as I can. Keep pushing it down here. Just gonna open loosely. There. Just put hold it with one hand and one finger, and then I'll the other. No. Okay. Put it back in. One side. I'm not gonna fight with it anymore. It's not working. Yeah, so I'm gonna move on to the next figure. I'll talk about what's not good about this one. Here. Well, why I don't like him. This version, at least. The toy, I mean. The movie version. So yeah, these doors are supposed to go in the side, and then there's little bits at the front that go at the front. They're on ball joints. They popped off. And so what this needed to be was probably upscaled too. So there's the KO that gives him that they upscaled this version and made it better. They got like improved on joints and the plastic quality. So because yeah, see I'm just moving around and parts come untapped. It's really that's not holding on together. That's the best I could get it with that everything, and then this becomes untapped. Get retapped in, but then it kind of bends. That's the best I could get it, but then I have to hold it, and yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it, but yeah. I'll give the final thoughts about that one, especially later. I have multiple things to say about it. I'm just re-pulling up the stream on my phone. Just realized it wasn't there. My watch is dead, but I'll charge it later. Maybe just fast forward to my now. Now, and now I'm gonna move on to the next big gears. These ones will be from Hasbro, so this will be at least a lot easier to hold. So I'm just gonna remove Ren Horn to the side. And Soundwave's in to the side. And just put everything to the side. Well, popped off. Okay. I was gonna sit more in the middle too. I just realized I was off. Okay. So there is. Let me do one thing. I just noticed. Chat. No. There we go. Okay. So here's Sure Shot. I'm gonna look at him and then I'll look at the others. So I'm just gonna do one thing. Since I have them available, why don't I get out? I should have done this earlier. Get out Point Blank and Crosshairs. So you can at least see the trio back together at long last. Yeah, it's long last. Yeah, here I got the other two. I'll just stand it back up. And Crosshairs is kind of dusty. I haven't just realized. I can grab the brush and maybe dust him off real quick. There. Oh wait, looks like it's a bad for me. Okay, yeah. So there is the Siege Crosshairs. Yeah, I know you can't really see him. Yeah, there's the Siege Crosshairs. And here is your Legacy United Autobot. Point Blank with his Target Master Peacemaker. It was. There is Point Blank over there. It would be nice if Hasbro re-releases Crosshairs, but re-releases him in a new mold. And they gave him his own Target Master because the rest of them have their own Target Masters. So there, well, you'll see that, but here, I'll at least put the other two off to the side. Fine, we'll see if I transform all three. Okay, so stretch well into almost to get the group shot. Target Masters. Okay, here's the box. You can see right there. Open the window. Oh, the plastic window. 25 steps. He's an Autobot. More than meets the eye. Robot to vehicle. 25 steps. Age is A and up. Image of robot of him right here on the side. Transformers Age of the Primes. Sure shot. Age of Primes artwork. Sure shot. Target Master. Mirror. Sure shot. He is a deluxe class 2. Bottom looks at the line. Spoil Sport is this Target Master. That's it. So let's get Sure Shot opened up. Take a look at him. So I'm gonna cut the little tapes right here and then quick. I got to cut myself. There we go. I got it safe awful. Okay. Close it. Scissors. Let's grab this. White piece of paper and his instructions. Put the paper to the side. And to a list of papers. There. The box right here from there. So here it is. There's that. So I'm going to take them out. I'm just going to grab my scissors to cut. Real quick. There, and just the feet. A little bit, making sure. Okay. Okay, something's holding on. Oh, his hands have one. Two. I just saw that. His fists have one going in. Or there's at least one. No, okay. So I have to kind of angle. Making sure that's all of them. Okay, so it is. Right there. It's free. So I'm just going to put these back in the box, except for the little thing here. So I'm going to talk about the new change with these ones. So with the older Studio Series figures, in Age of Age of Prime Legacy, there was a little plastic bag that you can kind of see in the corner of Prime's box. So it came with a little bag, and you would have to open it, and then that would reveal that there was like a little tissue paper that would reveal what was the accessories. But this time it's in a clear bag right there. So I'm gonna open it up. A clear wrapper instead of the tissue paper, on the bottom tissue paper. So we're just gonna something swap to plastic instead of paper. So they went plastic instead of paper because those were paper tissue paper like material. There, his box to the side. Oh man, it says instructions and the scissors to the left side. This is Turnmaster. Right there, I'm gonna spot. Just gonna send him up. And I'm gonna split his legs. Split his legs. They're just clipped in, so I'm just gonna get them apart. Okay. There. Oh, there's nothing like holding it. These are just tight. There, I got it out. There. Let's take a look at sure shot before. Sorry, I had a little something on my finger. I just saw that. There is sure shot. So there's the front, there's the side, there's the back. So let's take a look at his articulation, and then I'll give him. Well, before we do that, let's attach the wings. I'm just seeing how they want it to be, because he comes with the wings. This is so. Okay, he's already wearing them, so just kind of looking at the match. I'm just seeing how they want it. Slowing it down. Or there's going to be two 5mm ports on the back of the shoulder. They'll only go right there. And these do feel tight. I've seen they can pop out easily. So there. Okay, let's go look at his articulation. Head can look up, so you can get all the way up there. Swivel, no issues there. Arms can go out that far. You can use that transformation point and get them further up. As that wouldn't came off, but I think I can tap down this. Okay. Let me make sure this arm's tapped in. So yeah, the arms will tab in, so you don't get that movement. You gotta like untap it. It's cool. Okay. Arms can go up. Can't do a full 360. They're gonna hit the back, so you can get about there. Single bend. It was just tight. That's why it took me a second. And swivel right there at the elbow. So there you go. You notice that. Waist swivel. No issues there. Hips can go forward. No issues there. Can go back and out there. Have the knee bend right there. You can get slightly forward because the other foot is. So it could go fully forward and go back, so you can get that in. Ankle tilt. There you go. Let's give them. Let's look at spoil sport, and then we'll pose them with the other two. Well, with his brothers. Now I have no idea where I'm explaining them. So there you go. So it's that. It's red and black. So you want to fold this in half, and then fold this barrels down, and there is. And make sure they tap in. There is spoil sport. So there you can hold it. There you go. Or you can, just have it next to them in robot mode. Transform is in mode. So I'm going to put these two in the pose. The other two in the pose real quick. I'll give in this left just in pose. So. That way there is. Cross the siege iron table. That way there's him. Point blank. Is the master peacemaker. There's that one, so you can see there's point blank. And let's give sure shot. I'll put him in the middle just to. You just put his gunmaster, master in real quick. Spoil sprint. Okay, I'm gonna give him his left. His right arm, just because his brother's it. Could do right there. Bend. Joints are nice and snug on my copy. And so, yeah, it might be changing, but that is at least there. Three of them together. Alright, so let's get him transformed into his alt mode. So I'm just gonna transform the other two, and then because they're quick and easy. I'm just gonna transform crosses real quick. Which is the Sage Ironhead remold. Just repaint, I should say. In a minute, since I transform crossers to his alt mode. Forward, bang. Okay, spin, 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 spin. Give me a sec, I got to spin it. There we go. It just took me a second. So open, 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 put it out there. Like that. So this will tap into the bottom. That will go up, that will sit right there. Tap it in. Okay. Do you know non-F was actually making an upgrade kit to give them their target masters? She's seen it a while ago when I did the point blank upgrade kit. There's been no updates since then about their target masters for the three of them, more postable, bigger ones. So, okay. So transform point blank, and we'll move on to the new mold. Mold. On the version, new mold that they released. Give us a sure shot. Okay. Rotate. And okay. Spin out, spin, tap in, rotate the waist, and flip up the foot. There, point and play starting. His trimester. Just because you give them all three of their weapons, so you can see it all in their vehicles. And now the new one. So I've seen this transformation a few times. I can try to get it done without it. Instructions. So I'm gonna remove the trimester. There's a waist swivel. And here. Want to at least untab the arms. Bring them out like by his head. You want to rotate the bicep down too, so the point's pointing down. So you want like that. You're going to have this assembly. Just head forward. There. So yeah, you want to pull it up, pull it out, and then join, and then you want to pull that and spin 180, I believe, and then tap that in. Push his head in, and you want to bring those arms in and bring them up. The head might have to be down or in the joint. And up. Doing something wrong, the head's in the way. Let's see. Okay, I guess I don't have that. No. That's fully extended up. Make sure. Pull these back out. This section out. Flat there. There, I got the head more down. I just saying I have to have the joint right. Bring these up. Let me grab the other thing real quick. So I'll go. This thing, do it. I'll do that side. It. Now I gotta work on the legs section, and then we'll be done. Okay, flat, up, pop. Yeah, you want the waist forward, straight, so don't want to rotate, you want to flip these big wheels out. So this will peg into the arms and bring this back. Just have them in. And this will sit right there. There's two little slots in here for his hips to go in. It's kind of hard to see slots. There. And then you want to bring these arms down. Wheels down, out of the way. Bring in, no. Bring down, but that's not. I did something wrong. Let me see, maybe if I bend the legs. Two. This is seeing more forward than it should. Maybe the legs collapse up on themselves. Yeah, I think so. That's why. Yeah, the legs collapse in on themselves. That's why I didn't see. Right, because I'm also doing this without instructions, but there I realized. This is it now. So now I can retab everything in, and then there we go. There we go, and then I can bring the bicep down, tab that into the arm. Slow the slide, and then tab the wheel into that bipolar pose. And then reach that in, down. You want this part, you want his head up. I just saw this that. If Stanley's gonna be looking right at you. Up, up. And go straight and tab. Bring them out. Bring up. And in. And in. And get that tapped in. In. There's a little locking point right there. So that you can bring the arms down. So tap in. Go into your home. And you tap in those bits to the post to the port. And then you just whip this front piece around. And how about you spin that around? And there's your shot. Done in his ATV, and his oil sport can go right here on the core engine to give him that look. We got rolls, kind of stock. The rolls are all pushed on, so either clipped on. Oh, there's just a metal piece running through it, that pin on. But yeah, there's that. Or your shot is full sport and just as well as they should. So I'm gonna move him off these three outside onto the next two. And then the final one of the night. TF1 Screamer and Arachnid. Let's do both. I won't transform them both until get them both out. We're just checking notifications on the game. Okay. Okay. I'm just tired, but yeah, I'll be good. Do that. As a ram horn just fell over. I can move Sure Shot's instructions onto the side. I need to fix ram horn's pose because he just fell over, but Grunty was more at the edge of the couch. So it was granted to happen just eventually. The end mold answer was no. And yeah, Ramhorn does have that cast, I can feel it. Too if I didn't mention that, but yes, I did see DNA has revealed their kit for the TF1 Starscream. Big gear. I kind of seen it, so see if I can get it. Marvel when? Where? Arachnid. You can see there she is. There's her robot mode. It says using 6 steps from robot to alt. Well, there's Agent of the Planet. Sorry, it's the scene. The rest was wrong. And her box guard. Okay. Box, there's her robot mode, alt mode. The scene. Arachnid is the surveillance officer for Sentinel Prime. Okay? So, Starscream. There's Starscream. Front, side, the other side. He is 30 steps. Look into the back. Robot mode, alt mode. Starscream leads High Guard fighting corruption from the shadows. Let's get open. I can bring the camera forward slightly. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do Willie Bracket, then I'll do Screamer. Then go almost from there. Okay. So let me grab my scissors. Okay, I just had to do that for a quick side. Good. I'm good. That's no snip. Okay. Don't need that white paper. We'll throw that aside. I'll put her instructions aside. Put her box right here. Cut this out and do that. Okay. Now to deal with her backpack. Guess I'm just gonna see if I can fit her through the square. This is gonna be a lot funner. Yeah, I'm gonna get him out through the front. Just grab. There we go. Yeah, I can get out through the front. It just took me a sec. Let's get out of that. Like this. As one of the legs just pop off their hinges. Or, well, the blades pop off their hinges. Yeah, it's only a friction, so it's not like that bad. There was still one last thing from her. Okay, so bring the little white plastic as I drop the box. So I just reach it and grab it. And got it. Okay. And that's the gun. Or guns. Mostly in the sec. For blasters, because yeah, she has 2 blasters, and that's what was missing. Or at least hidden. Just see if I can grab a snip ring right there and cut it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just wrap this back up. Throw this back in there, and then be gone with that. And just bring that forward, so that's good. Okay, Arachnid's box is done. Put that over there. I just set hers up here. Let's just rub her back in the middle. And balance her. As you can see, she's standing on those little feet right there. She kind of punches out. Oh, yeah. We're gonna clean her up because I know this goes down more. These bits can collapse better. For that look. It's all on the screen. Let me just put her backpack away a little bit more. Collapse, so that was not sticking out. Now let's see, I just want to see how they position her legs, so I can just get an idea. I would want it to be collapsed. And just telling nothing, really, so I can collapse it as much as I need to. I want to collapse this one forward, this one back up. Let's in. I'm just seeing if I can get her stance with these other two legs so I can like pose her better. And I'm just going to angle these up. Swing these a little bit, it's going to collapse in there, not. Oh, there's a little block right there, so maybe up and hinge it down, or like that. And that way they're a little bit more collapsed. In, so back, and then forward. Now it's something like that. Maybe something like this up right there. That way to give it like more collapse. And their remote legs are in the back, at least these ones. That tunnel are, and then that one, those ones can stay down longer. Okay, yeah, that way she's at least balanced more. How it's like that, then she has these legs right there. You can adjust. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry her from the front. I just realized. Oh, there, she's stable. Alright, so head can look down. No, up. Swivel, no issues there. Arms can go up full 360. They're probably gonna get in the wing depending on how you have it. You get that. They can go not that far out. You get a single bend. Wrist, nothing. Waist, nothing. Hips can go forward, so you get a forward kick. You get a single knee bend. You get that. You can bend this forward if you want. Transfer it for articulation purposes if you need to, but yeah, there you go. And thigh swivel. No inconsult whatsoever to the first sculpting of her feet. Her feet. There. That way. So see that. And I'm just going to bring these back. Now that is right behind her head. I'm just gonna give him his weapons. So she get either a dual wield in the hand or on the arm. I'm gonna do the arm configuration in a sec. I'm gonna do the arm configuration here. So there, we got the arm one right there, or you can give it the shoulder one. The wrist mounted ones, or mounted guns. I'll give her the arm mounted ones. So, the guns do have a little silver paint, so on the tips of the barrels. So that helps like break it up. Moving forward. And yeah, you can obviously have her staying on these other legs if you want to give that look, or you can probably bend it forward and then bend her back, and then yeah, that way there are at least like little supports for her poses. Yeah, so there's her. It's kind of hard to see her. She's more a darker color, but yeah, you can there. How about Screamer though? There's the one tape at top side too. After I just need the Megatron and the DC and the Alphatron, then I have the main ones that I can get, and I can complete the Tfcon collection. So there, you can see. Okay, so let me just set that out, and then see what's in that little plastic bag. For him. was just unplugging my phone from the charger, so that doesn't really charge over all the way up. I'll charge it again before I went to bed. Okay, what's in the bag? Four bits. And let me just do this again. You hacked over Lita is Arachnid's Arachnid's box. And let me just straighten out that. There you go. So there he is. He looks good. There's obviously a few bits missing, but I can add them on. His two Nalrays, his blaster, and the tail fin. But yeah. Let's go look at articulation real quick. Head can look up that far if you undo the head and undo that neck joint. Let's see if I can get in, because that's not like in. Okay. He doesn't look. He doesn't really look up. He does look down. Head can, arms can go out that far. Elbow bend. No hand articulation. No full 360. Arm legs gonna go forward. That far and swivel. No. Thigh swivel. Yep. And knee bend. Yes. Knee bend. Foot. No. And the front toe only moves down, but that's only due to transformation. See how we equip his weapons. Stuff. So the null race, you can give him the two options. You can give him on the shoulder mounted, or you could give him as the head mount. and mount and mounted option. But there. So if you want, you can give him the shoulder or the gun. For his null right, I'm gonna give him his classic shoulder one. So just gonna plug this in here. So for this one, they tell you, yeah, there's a slot right here. This will go in. So there was a slot right there, and then you want to plug the gun in. So it's like that, and then now this will go in his arm, and making that one. So it's like that for his gun. Obviously, we don't have the null on. We don't have them on, and well, yeah, you get that one. Maybe right back now. Be good to finish. And I'll just type in BRB. Okay. Someone messaged me, so I was messaging you back, and then yeah, I just realized in time. Yeah. So there's Screamer. So the weapon gets stored on his back. It's not the best storage. I'm just saying, yeah, they just store on the back for storage. You know, they just show it here. Show's going down. And they do show storage. Storage goes actually on the back, but down. Or Screamer, at least. Or I think there's no storage. But yeah, that's the storage if you do the storage. Well, tomorrow. Yeah, Screamer does not have waste oil too. I just double checked. For sure. But you're right. Slightly at angle tilt edge and Juno DD. Nice even waste swivel. Yeah, there's that. Granted, I do have the other TF1 figures. I'm not gonna go get them out. Get them out. But yeah, I'm gonna just stand her back up in the normal pose, and then we'll talk about transformation. Then I'll move on to the main Optimus Prime. So I'm just gonna stand her up real quickly. I'll do it like that because then I can mess with their legs. Big, big legs. Okay, let's do Swimmer now and do Arachnid. First, And move Mr. Arachnid to the side and do Screamer. Into his jet mode. I'll stand up here and watch. And I do have his weapons to the side, so. Looks like he went to spin this around. Yeah. So, wait. They were up on the back. Yeah, he wanted them up on the back. So yeah, we want to rotate this so it's pointing up. So we want to rotate this so it's pointing up. Words. Like that. Okay, and then there is this section that comes out. It's cool. There's this red bit in the back you want to pull out. Just enough so that way it can become untapped. And then you want to lower this section to the back. Lower that a bit. And then we're going to untap the head, bring that. No, so the head, not the chest. Okay. And then what? Join with the head. And then the whole chest will come up. Two, and then you want to. And I was going to basically put the head wrestling back into the slung cavity. Okay. Getting this out. It's home. Extending it. Come on. Oh. Okay, there we go. I got it back on. So just like that section and tapping was tight. I'm not pulling all this out. Grab and pull. Grab and pull. got it out. Now we'll set forward. This can sit up. We'll unhinge it up. What? Is that coming apart? Okay. I'll fix it. Give me a moment. We got in, next in the cockpit. I think this back. That. Okay. And then I'll take it on. So then you bring that back down. That will sit on top. And then you open up these bits on the back of the legs. And then you collapse them forward. Right? Or you bring them forward and then you collapse them. Forward and then you collapse them. Bring them forward and collapse. And then that will sit over there. And then you flip these pieces out. And tie the hand in. There we go. I got it in, tabbed in better. I'm going to bring this up. Add that in to the back. The same thing right here. In. Okay. Flip up the foot, I'm guessing. We could have done better. Just sitting at the back. Then just sitting at the back. Just sitting at the back. Oh, yeah, we're going to bring that up. Lights. Oh, those blue panels go up too. This will like kind of secure in. And this one. Right there, and then you bring the feet up. And then you bring the arm straight, and this one's just tapping on the side of that little panel we just put back there. Or I could do the great guitar and then do the search review. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, and you can. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna leave the filter cannons on. It's on streamer to mess with it while I transform it. So now I'm going to have these shoulder pads down. Bring that up. Okay. You know, they revealed their Thundercracker first. You see have one. Will I get the other stickers? Maybe, maybe not. No. Mm-hmm. And then the gun just goes in the middle. Here, just let me remove this. Put that a little bit on the back. This will tab in a slot there, there. What tab? It will stay in the middle. This will form the tri-barrel gun from the bottom of it. Sit right there. Found it. So yeah, you're gonna have a 3-barrel guns at the bottom of the ship of this streamer's alt mode. Jet mode. And always the weapon, the blaster. And that's just kind of straightening out these barrels a bit more and make sure it's tapped in. We're almost done with the transformation. So you can do 2 options if you want with this figure in jet mode. Variations, I'll show it, they're not like hard to do. Okay, and then you want to just go forward and then out. takes some working them down. It's just another like optional configuration. How it's supposed to be. Okay. But like right there, if you want it to, but then they show that this is just part halfway of the transformation. So you pull this back, pull a little bit back, and then this sits back. And you pull that bit forward. Yeah. Push it back forward. Right in. In. And dropped in. That's that. That's where that went. Bring it back. Get in. And then back. Forward. Close this up. Close that. And equal this in. And there we go. There is Screamer in his all mode. So you can see there's there's 3 bells right there, and then you have that front right there, and then wings. There. So yeah. They're slightly meant to be a angle down there. And that's that. So yeah, the arms just hand sit right there at the back. The DNA just pie them away better, and then gives it like new bits, fillers, too, and like a new blaster too. But yeah, there's that. Will it balance? Yes. It will slightly hover so you can move it. It will get like that. But yeah, there we go. That's Scorpion. So let me pull this instructions and throw this to the side. Let's take a look at Black Arachnia. As transformation transfers over here. And it's time for the big guy. So move the Screamer to the side. Move her here. It works out because they're both flyers too. Okay, let's see. Kind of go at my own pace now. I'll do the little faster when we get the review. So pull. So These legs will collapse up. Or the reverse, yeah, yeah. Right. Spin, spin, in. And then you take the C ones. Sort of. Sort of go around it. And then, yeah. Yeah, I see it. And then this will go sideways. And go sideways. There. See that top leg too. Okay, I'm gonna do this camera. I'm gonna get this in. Here we go. Just making sure these can spin freely. I can spin more freely. There we go. I'm gaining a back lap, so that's why. Sure. There, I kind of got it. It gets one section, so I'm just seeing if I can slide it over, and then there we go. Yeah, that's nice. And then this will come out. I just realized probably wanted to remove her arm got lasso, so I put it there. And you want to pull up. That way it's like a Z. bang, and then you want to open her arms, flip those bits around and close. Open arm, open the arm section, flip this around. We got one blaster, close. And with vice versa. Open, spin, that joint, and bend, close. Close it up. And if you want to roll on, you can give her these little blasters, but I just didn't have safety for all mode. After me. So she'll have 4 blasters, so it should be 4 guns. Okay, flip it to the back, flip it to the back. And move the guns up here so I don't have to look over. Okay. That's how they are though. They're like their chest. Down. Flip in the head. Down. And close this back up. Okay. Then bring that assembly up. And this will little hook tab will go in the back of her head. There's like a hook tab that will go in the back of her head. Okay. Just keep this extended. See if I can get that ring more. Bend it roots more and spin more freely. Yeah, there. Okay. So the head is now in. Pull this down slightly. Okay, now the legs, correct. Arms, so they go forward. Arms, they go forward. Go forward like this. Just missed something with the arms. Maybe they're on a joint that will pull out, and then that's what it was telling me to do. Yeah, it looks like I see it now. Or no, that's the back. Front or the back. The arms. Back works better because then they're under it. Yeah, that's what they want. You want to like pull them out of that. Yeah, have it. Now you want to like have it under because yeah, I see an image they're going to be under this. It's drawn. Okay. Go. And tab them. See if I can get this out of the way. Now there's tabs that we'll see. I see it now. We'll go under. So I'm just gonna lower them. The arms for a minute. Okay. Open. Bring out. Open. Bring out. Bring out. Up. And we want to bend in. Like that. Oh yeah, you want to also tab these in. That's why. Excuse me. Tab in, and do this. Okay. And that out. Rotate back around. Fix it. No, it's backwards. I see it's on another joint that comes out. There we go. Grab and pull. Grab and pull. Okay, and then it's like this. Then you will spin at the mushroom peg. Only, or the other joint above it. Like that. And you split it up. That, and then basically you want these angled forward, and then this will tab into the back of the head. Oh, and there's the lines right there. See it now. Drop down this section and straighten it out. Spin this out. There we go. There we go. Tap it in. In. Okay, that's the front tab in. You want the no. Okay, that in, and then spin at the out. You want the silver. You want the pins facing up. That's your ring now because I might have it wrong. And this get flipped underneath. That will get flipped over. Sit right there. And at the knee. No, with this. Spin. Mushroom only. Tag. Let's spin around. Ready. Tab you in. Spin. Good. Bring this up and this one tab it in. The bottom of it. There. I believe that's it. Do you want the pins facing up though? I could have had it wrong and then the pins face down. Just look real quick. Just want to look up the alt mode. See if I can. Yep, I have it right. Okay. And then they just show one last thing about the storage. Bridge. That over there too. And then how? Here he is. So let me just. So for weapon storage, you're just gonna put him on the sides of the arms again. Again, so instead of 4 barrels, we have 4 guns. So I have 4 guns in alt mode. And there is Alita. Sorry, Arachnid. Really. And they're all mode. And yeah, I do like how the shoulders and these little back legs of their crane back legs like a little stand for it. And this bit, so you spin, it kind of gets hindered unfortunately. But I can like get them out. Like arachnid. Do that and then do that gets better. Yeah, you can do that. So it's like a little stand. And the smaller ones don't rotate, but yeah, that's nice. Something different too. Yeah, they'll get hindered. It's just that side, so maybe if you go around. See there, I'm seeing if I can help lower it. There we go. Oh no, then that would be out of whack. This is like what sits around it. Okay. Let me see if I can untime the feed and then redo this again. Make sure it's all straightened out. Tabbed in. Perfect. Let me fully, as I can tell, this is that. There we go. That's not in fully. There. Okay, that one's in fully. To lock in and fix this rotor. I mean, you can't always get his raw tape, but you can mess with it, get that angle right, work on that a little bit. Yeah, that does spin here. Right, you can see it spinning. And then, yeah, that one does low stand. That's nice. So that way, this side was still out, we can tell. There you go. But that way you can see it's still, she's still standing that side. Display, and then there's that, and then there's streamer. There you go. Precise comparison. You can put these two to the side. And now the last one, Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Okay. Let's look at his box real quick because this is a big one. Just gonna move. There we go. Okay. Last figure of the night. Of the Tfcon haul. Let's see if I can have this. I'm maybe sure I could have been done with them a little earlier. Okay. There's the image right here. Transformers Studio Series. Age of Extinction. Transformers Age of Extinction last night. Age of Extinction. Optimus Prime. He has 44 steps. There's this image right there, robot mode. There's truck mode. There's the rest of the image. There's another image. Is a leader class. Correct. So if you have the original leader class, sorry, the original Voyager class last night, Optimus Prime, that one wasn't really movie accurate. And this one, and then we're going to get the later this year, we're getting the Age of Extinction Titan class Grimlock. So we're getting the Age of Extinction Dinobots finally. But we're going to say we have the original ones were leader class. These ones are now Titan class, so they're going to be much more bigger, and then the new Grimlock is going to be much more posability and articulation and more transformation than the original leader class Grimlock that released when the series line started. But this new version of Prime will be able to ride the new Titan class Grimlock to recreate that scene where you see Optimus riding Grimlock. So that's why I kind of got this one, and then instead of the Nemesis version has like a few different accessories. All right, let me show you this back of the box. Transformers Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Top there is, so you can see there's truck mode, robot mode, there's sword. There it is, and it does say Optimus battles. Optimus Prime battles Lockdown as he is hunted by Cemetery Wind. Okay, so let's see what he has to offer. You grab the scissors for one last time for that. Alright. Or this moment, but yeah. Today in my build turn, we'll see what my schedule looks like. So let me just do this. Cut. So I'm gonna probably try to do earlier. Will they get the Age of Extinction leader Titan class Dinobots? Maybe, but yeah, the leader class Dinobot, the leader Grimlock, we just got him. We never got the rest of the Studio Series Dinobots and leader scale. So then Hasbro decides to, do it, upscale it like they did with that Bumblebee, redesign it, redo him, re-release him. That one's Studio Series B, most likely B. Okay. So there is the figure. Here is your big instructions. There is your paper, the white paper. That can go off to the side because I don't need that. Just gonna set the box right here. Let me just grab the little bits of that fell from the airbox. But if I don't turn, I'll do the phone camera. So the mobile camera, which is gonna be a lot easier, so that way to get close-in shots instead of having the computer one, which is on the opposite end of me. I'll look at the instruction in a minute because this is big. 1, 2. So you can see. I was just gonna say, where's the other one? Wait. Are you kidding me? Oh no. I didn't even look at it. Gotta be kidding me. There's already a PC issue that I just noticed. I didn't even look longer. Are you serious? Are you serious? I should have looked before I got it and then I really realized. Well, now I gotta ask them in the Facebook groups and see if they have a part. So I'll show you what's missing because you need both of them. So on this side, it's this bit right here, right? And this one doesn't have it. So that's the thing that's missing. I just realized it's missing. There, I can try contacting Hasbro and see if they have a spare. But and then spare side. Yeah, I'll still try to do it, the root unboxing. So yeah, you get this, but then there's some other stuff. So you get the sword, which is all nice and painted in the color it's supposed to be. But yeah, because I was really at Tfcon, I could have looked, and then I could have seen that they had another one, which was only one, or another group had one. I just realized right now, I could have realized earlier. So the sword handle can be removed. So if you want, you can have this going in any 5mm port, and then you can slide the sword on top, so you get the sword of judgment, which is long too, and then it's soft regular plastic detail at the base. It's not in the box. I looked. Yeah, not in the box. Dan Paul, I would see it by now. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. Baggy other something. Oh wait, never mind. It just got stuck behind that little panel, so I don't have a PC issue. As soon it was like stuck behind this little bag. As soon as I just heard something sliding, and it never was. So PC issue avoided. Here, put it in. And I just heard something sliding down there. Now it's attached. Now you can see there's both pieces. Thank God. So I would have to contact Hasbro, and then they could take a watch. And then, yeah, I'm lucky. I looked. Well, looked the back first before I put it back in. Because this was why it's Tfcon there. I had to drive back to LA, and I couldn't get in there because you need the Sunday pass now. So, yeah, I was screwed. All right. So what is going to be getting this pass? As soon as this bit. And this bit. And here's another one. This one, and I believe that's everything. That comes with. Yeah, that seems like everything. Seems like everything. I'm just kind of wrapping this back up. So you get the mini sword he used, the shield he used. And the cannon, the little cannon shield. Okay. Okay. Grab my scissors again. Right in front of me. It's been a long day. Go and close it up. There we go. It's the last box of the night. I'm gonna go clean the boxes over there real quick. Maybe quickly. So I'm gonna there. We go to the long run. I'm just gonna clean the boxes up and so it's more nice package. Look over here. Okay. Do that. Do this. This. There. I just kind of cleaned up the boxes so it's a little bit more cleaned up over here. The new ones that I got in at least. Just going to move I'm just going to move the puzzle box out of the way. Two of the pre-kit boxes out of the way. I'll put it with the last year's autographs. Just don't need Frank. Just realized. Yeah, we'll see when I can build time. Maybe today, that I can just get another box out of the way. Okay, maybe walk around, sit down. Sorry, I accidentally stepped on points, and that under his just came a tab. Almost stepped on him. That's where it was at. Okay. All right. Okay, there. So you get these accessories, and then you have a prime himself. Granted, we have to clean a few things up. Like that little piece, so that way he has his heels first. So it can stand, straighten out the arms. And rotate the bicep, rotate the shoulder pad. And then there we go. There. So let's look at the accessories real quick. So you get the sword of judgment right there. So yeah, if you want, you can have remove this and then sight in the hand, and then attach the blade. So there you go. You get the sword of judgment. That's how big it is compared to the figure. And about the size of him. Okay. Get the blade that he used. So you can, it's not painted, it's done in silver. So it's done in full silver. So you get the little blade. You get the sheath for the shield and the sword. So you can use both. I'll be like that. So you can actually shoot both of them if you want. And then you also get the cannon, which is much more movie accurate. So you see it's done that silver and the blue and the red right there. So in the movie, how this could be the cannon, transforming the cannon, you can actually get that look. So I'm to the side. So you can actually pop open. You can actually do that. You can pop that off and then put it on the out port. So yeah. There's two posts. This is gonna get kind of hard. Okay, two posts. The inner post is for the shield mode. The outer post is for cannon mode. So you can get the cannon back, then you can, like open these this out too to give it like that. That way you get like the cannon like you saw in that one scene, or you can just close it. So that's nice. And then there's a little detail right there. But yeah, you get the shield and cannon. That's nice, and that can go on his arm to give him like maybe. So let's look at the instructions because we have a lot to go through. Okay, over here. Shows the sword is page. It shows you all the different weaponry, but there's also a cool feature, so I know that they showed it. It was in one of the previews. And yeah, all of the accessories can store on here too, in the mode too. So that way you don't have to like label it all. So that's nice. So let's look at the accessories. So I'm going to show you how to use it and store it. So yeah, I'll do it first. So for storage bits, you want to take this one and just plug this on the back. And this will sit up. So yeah, that slot. The sword will go in that slot. And then you can just drop the sword in. And that will like hold in, and you don't do like worry about the sword coming out. And give it that, and you'll look right in this relook. The cannon has a bag, so you can put the cannon on. That is that. Storage. Good. Yep. Well, the mini blade can actually go on the side. The blade can go on the side. Right there. So I have to remove the panel then. And go right here. Blade storage, so you get right there. So you just gotta unhinge that panel and bring it forward. Okay. There is still some secret you can do with him, which I'll talk about in a minute. Okay, so you can actually equip the blade. You can bring that. Let's do the articulation look at it before I do the secret. So I'm gonna put the bits to the side, so I'll close them up and see how he looks. And I will probably do the second way, the secret or the storage. Okay, so head can look a full 360, maybe. Nope, it can't. These little bits kind of get caught. You can look down, up. There you go. Arms can go full 360. Here's a guy kind of him out. If you remove the shoulder pad, they can go up right there. And then down, and you can move that shoulder pad too for movement. So that's nice. So just gotta move that. You get a swivel, you get a double bend. Oops, that's not supposed to happen in the movie. You get a double elbow bend right there. Straighten out. Straighten this back out. Okay. Swivel at the top. And then you have the wrists that can go in to accommodate for the sword. And both of them can do it. The mini dagger. Sword. 1, 2. No waste. See how he transforms. Hips can go forward. There is a front right there. So you can get forward. You can bring, there is a side hip skirt. Side, and then there is, oh wait, there is a waist swivel. You just gotta lift the hip skirt, the front hip skirt, and then you'll get it. Okay, side swivel. Right there, and so your cut joint. Single knee bend, you know she's there. Out ankle tiltage. Full on ankle tilt. Full on ankle tilt. And toe go forward, it can go down. Heel can go down. Toe and heel can go down. No up. Wait, yeah, there you go. Okay. So let's look. So we can get the blade. To recreate like the same way, like drove it right into Galvatron, and then that's where he realized where it would work, and then the blade disintegrated. I believe it's been a minute since I've seen the AOE. But yeah, you can get that, so you can get that blade. Okay, and then move this. Let me set that to the side. Nope, to the side. Okay. For now. You can do either one, so I'm just gonna remove the shield, so the sheet. As you can leave on the back, so you don't have to like keep taking it off. Too. Or it's like you know it's there. Okay, let's do the sword. So let me just remove this and insert it at the bottom. Up. Oh wait. His hand can open, and there's a wrist swivel. His fingers can open. I just saw that right there. There, so you can get the hands can open. I just saw that. Okay, that's nice. So there's all the pin there, and then I noticed. That's nice little detail. That's why. No, he has, yeah, never mind. He has that double bend, which I mentioned. Okay, so now I might give him the shield, or I might give it the cannon formation. And that will just go inside the arm, and put it on the right and the left, so that way you can get that shield just really forward, like the cannon raised in the movie. Which you can do that, and then do something like that. It would be nice if the cannon was specific available, that would make it even better. Yes, I do know DNA Design made a kit for him. I have to find it there, find it if I want to get it. So we'll see to upgrade Prime even more and more speed more. And give him that little open look right there. Oh, and the dagger can actually store on the belly weapon. So stay close, stay close. Let's see, does it show it in the image? Of the dagger being at least mounted on. That might be all mode storage, that's could be why. Let's see. No word of it. That's the lab story there. On robot mode though. On mode storage. No, it doesn't show it. Because I there's a tab under here. Unless it might not be for the sword. It could be for truck mode. Oh yeah, it's for the sword. So if you want, you can get it that look. And right now, I'll just give it the normal cannon or shield look. But this could be like, yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show no instructions. Let's see. Forget the images. Excuse me. Okay, look like, and then upload. That sign's there. Doesn't really mention that. So if you want to, you could do that. Yeah, I'm gonna get it to go into transformation. But the sword does store and everything stores in normal mode. I'm just gonna put this shield back in normal mode. And remove this shield and put it back in normal mode. But I do like how it can open and close. I'm just gonna put the weapons aside. Right. Well, but before I do that, before I go in transformation, I'll show you the secret compartment, the backpack storage. Backpack issue. Let me remove this. So, with the backpack, how it is, it's a big backpack. It's a big backpack. So let's just say you're going to display in robot mode and you don't want to worry about transforming it. They did show you can remove the backpack. So you want to open like these doors up and then you want to pull this out. There is a mushroom peg, yeah, right here. So there, you just want to hold this little, it's like top section of the cab, and it's like up, 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 and up. So now his backpack will look like that. It's much cleaner, and that way it's a nice little thing. It's just a mushroom peg, so it's not like you have to like remove all drainage or a screw or anything like that. But yeah, so you can just leave this off to the side, or you can have like a little cap, mini cap. Right there. That's nice. I do like how they included that. Do you see this? I'm just walking around, messing with it. And wow, that's nice. I see the auto symbol they molded in for the alt mode. Okay, speaking of alt mode, why don't we get there? So we can see what Prime looks like in his truck mode. Let's see if it's and see the weapon storage. But I do like how the backpack can remove. That's a nice feature. A nice option. It's just on a mushroom pack, so it's nothing like rocket hard or rocket science. So I'm just gonna reattach the backpack and that way is more officially. Let me just. But if you want to like store the weapons on the back, you can't if you remove the backpacks. So there's pluses and negatives. There's pros and cons right there. Could backpack it, you can't store the weapons. Okay. But I do like how they incorporated that into the design. So that's a nice added feature. That is a plus right there about this one. Okay. Let's look at his transformation. So I'm just going to leave the weapons to the side. I'm just going to set them right here. And I'm going to grab the instructions again. And let's look at transforming in the normal. Okay, we're working with the backpack for a minute. Kind of basically what I just did. Yeah, basically everything I just did on the backpack, which is slightly different on the right treasure. So let me spin. Okay, open this. We're kind of gonna get everything, bring up and down. So it's like that. So these are down and extended. I'm going to bring this up. This and tab over. And there is a little section under here. Flip out. There. And you want to spin. So it sits like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Here we go. That's it. Okay, yeah, it can be slightly angled up and you want to angle, make sure it's angled down. A little bit. Okay, then. Okay, can do that separately. Okay, next steps. Come to the front and pull this up. The front section up. And what? Right. Oops. Right there. It's showing it's coming out, lifting up higher in the instructions. Doing. No. Okay, I see. Nope. I hinged it too far up. I found it. It's the hinge out far enough. Okay, right. And then hinge it one more time. There we go. Oh, it's like right there, and that's why that's all. That's it. And yeah, the arms will drop down, and this will go like that. And you want to bring the whole up higher. Whole chest and head is the up higher. You know, that can come. And then this little abdomen section, you want to fold this in. Push that in. Okay. Okay. Flipping the heels first, the side ones up. I'm gonna sit right there. And you want to put those wheels out. Again. And side. Up. Up. There. Okay. And now we're gonna kind of lay on it back. This will go into a slot in the back. Okay. I mean, that's as far as it's going. Okay, the cab should go that far down. So let me just go back and do it real quick. I got it. This thing I have it angled right. So then this will go around. Okay. And then this will close up around that front section. There, so that way that's the front of the cab. And you don't see the head, and you roll out this little joint. Now you want to flip up the front hip screw up. There's a little tab in it, too, from what it looks like. Yeah. I'll tab it in. As soon as these all, I'm just going to get them all out and then give them final thoughts, and I'm done. I guess I should go to bed and sleep for a bit. Okay. Then you bring the arms out. Like so. I'm gonna get them out. Yeah, I'm getting tired now. Sorry, I'm more. Get these out. We'll see if I built that time today. I could do the Scourge review today. Scourge Kit too, because that's gonna be easy. One day film. But we'll see what the schedule looks like. I have to write the schedule out now. Update the schedule with the new release, the new shit I got today or yesterday. Is it yesterday? It's 24. Yeah, this is the next day. Shit, new stuff I got. Except for that, so I'm like, okay. Okay, let me do this. So this goes forward. We'll rotate it around. You want to double pin it in. I'll go sit right here. Wait, what? Okay, it's showing the shoulder pads going in and then bring this up in the middle. It just looks later because that never mind. Looks like almost there. Never mind. But yeah, I'm still gonna time. It's just upstairs. I was just looking at that PC timer. I almost slipped off. I realized it wasn't. Okay. Spin the waist. Waist. Lift down your heels, foot in the heels first. And then you want to rotate. The question. Oh, you know, it was closing on, and then you spin around to where this side's going forward. Select. Spin them around. And then you want to, and then you want to rotate your knee inward, the thigh, bend inward. There, and then you take, let me see. Pull out, up, up, pull out, and pull out. Now hinge forward. This will also open. Will also open. Face around and close. And around and close. That out and close. Put out and close that stuff. And out. Tap in. Guessing. Good. Well, we're almost there. We're on the last final steps. So I am. The last final steps. Would you get with me? Okay. And pretty much get everything lined up and then in, bring that on top, and get that all tabbed in, and then do the front tab. And, okay. And sure this is flat. Put this in. There. That's kind of do these at the same time, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. That's gonna do all this at the same time. There we go, that's better. I'm going home. Going your home. Anything else went in? Let me see if I can get this in first. Adam, I'm literally gonna be ending the stream soon. You're late. You're late. I'm literally gonna be ending the stream soon. It's late here. I'm gonna go to bed. Soon, but Adam, you free today? Sunday. Sure. I was live with M3. Don't worry. I have been watching. Yeah, bullshit. Okay, yeah, you've been watching from Josh's office. Nice. Yeah, I saw M3 was live, but then I also was still trying to finish the stream. Okay, that goes there. That goes there, and then that goes there. So yes, are you free later today? Sweet grabs. Yeah, I know. I'll bring everything in. I'm just finishing the storage. So storage goes in the back because that's the truck mode. I'm just going to do the weapon storage. Rolls. Right there. Well, except for the one figure that I don't like right now. Okay, here. But yes, are you free today? Because you know your schedule is different. Or do you have any plans today? Let me ask you that. Because that would depend. Oh no. Tab that in, now something came untabbed, I think. Prime? Yes, the Age of Extinction Prime. This is when he, remember in the movie, this is from Age of Extinction, remember where he was Invasion Prime, and then he upgraded to, well, he drove around, and then he got that new car form with the sword where he took down Lockdown in the fourth movie. Because yeah, this for the last one, the last night too. But no, that's not the question. Are you free today? Because I don't know if you have racing, that's what I mean. Okay, I thought it was the last night. No, Adam, there's two versions. Let me explain in a sec. So the Age of Extinction one was there's two versions of this mold. There's the Age of Extinction version. The Last Night one, that one is the Nemesis version. That's how they just marketed. This is based on the Age of Extinction mold. The Last Night, it was the Nemesis version. But yeah, there's two versions. But this is he got the design in the fourth one, and then he carried that design over for the fifth one, Last Night. And there's this truck mode. Hi. But no, are you free later today? Question mark? Because I don't know if you have plans. Are you free today? If you do that, I'm going to get the other ones in. So there's the Age of Extinction Prime. Right there. Here is your shot. Right there. Here is CF1 Starscream. Just grabbing them out. Here is the TF1 Black Arachnid. I almost called her Black Arachnid. Right there. Are you free today? In case you have plans. And then there they are with a ram horn. Ram horn. But are you free today? I can always answer, put it in the chat if you can. Too busy. I answered the damn question. Let me ask you this. Are you Oh wait, send a stream. I just saw your comment. It just popped up. I was playing on my phone. Send a StreamYard invite, and I can join Prime Vice. Adam. I'm gonna end it. But are you free today? Read that, and then you'll know. It's a yes or no question. Are you free later today? Today's Sunday. I'm not waiting forever because I'm gonna go soon. I'm gonna crash. Yes or no? This is it. Because you'll see what I might do if you say yes. I'll at least put the sound wave on. That way, he's at least counted. I'll leave it in the background because I don't like it. Like him. Maybe if they worked on their clearance and maybe the size a little bit bigger, spacing, yeah, that would have been better. We'll see if I get the KO of this one, and then that would be a lot better. Item, are you free later today? I can really message you on PlayStation and then on message your text. So. But yeah, that's been the TFCon haul. That's the things I was opening. And obviously, and the cards too, by right, put this away earlier, back in part one. But yeah, I like all of them except for this sound wave, especially the ram horn. He's nice, and the prime with that, the ram horn transformation was. Are you free later today, dumbass? He knows I'm joking with him. Yes or no? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's something I'm not gonna mess with. I'm just probably gonna leave him roll mode, not transform him. Again, so there won't be a review of that sound wave. Sound wave. Yes or no? Depending on your answer. You'll see what I might do. I'm gonna just stand up for a sec. Because I've been sitting all day. Damn it, Adam. You just say yes or no. Because you might have, in case you're racing, because I don't know your race schedule. Okay. Yes or no? Because I'm gonna do the outro. But yeah, I do like all of them except for that sound wave one. If it was better quality, or if it was the other version, yeah, I would have liked it better. But yeah, here I'll quickly show other things real quick. Well, it's kind of just the background. The Sentinel Prime upgrade kit. At least put it right there. DNA Sentinel Prime upgrade kit. The DNA storage kit, which is the kits will get their own video. The puzzle will be its own nothing. Will not be filmed. So it's gonna be on my own time, like a little break and stuff like that. But this I might film. This one I will film. But Adam, can you damn answer the question? Are you reading today? Lucky's turn. Kit. Yeah, it's a big box. Damn it, Adam. Can you answer the question? Still live with M3, that's why you never responded to me. Are you afraid to take this? It's a damn question. I'm literally gonna message you on the both. Or say I have your number. Did you fall asleep? That's why you're not answering. You're gonna regret it. I could build this Adam, but you haven't responded. Well, later today, not right now. That's what I was asking, but you never anything. Adam, check your phone. Adam, check your damn phone. Yeah, there's been that. I've been the Ultimate Wolf. You can find the Ultimate Wolf on Twitch, the Ultimate Wolf on Instagram, the Ultimate Wolf on. Now you're responding. Why couldn't you just say yes or no on here? Jesus Christ. Yeah, then you stop typing. Bullshit. What's your excuse now? Not later today, not right now. Later today, dumbass. He knows I joke with him, so it's not like serious and stuff like that. And also at the end of March, I have WonderCon. All too, so that's gonna be fun. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to display the sure shot and so as well as for the TF1 figures. Well, how am I going to pose them? Where I'm going to display the bad sound wave, where I'm going to display Ranhorn, and the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, and maybe the Dinobots if I go in on that set. Yeah, that's the best that can get percent weight. Yes or no? Yeah, you can find also the Ultimate Wolf on X, the Ultimate Wolf on Reddit too. At Ultimate Wolf 19 on X. And Ultimate Wolf. You slash the Ultimate Wolf YT on Reddit. All capital for Reddit. Reddits. But yeah, there you go. There's all of them. All 6 and the bad one. So 5 and the bad one. But yeah, the rest were good. Good gears. We're ready to start soon. But yeah, they're good. We'll see when I can get the reviews out. It's like I said, I have WonderCon later this year too, so that's gonna be more money. More money again, which I probably won't spend a lot there since I spent a lot at TFCon. Don't respond. But yeah, anyways, respond to my damn text. And say you fell asleep, you read it. So you start typing and then you fell asleep. But yeah, respond. Yeah, I'll let you know. But yeah, we'll see what it depends on what Adam says. I'm gonna leave it up to him. Just change this out. Oh my, I will. You better respond. I will. You better respond. And there's like a light stand on the back of the Star Screen I just saw. So if you want, you can, use a light stand if you want to. But yeah, they're good. I'll work on getting back to reviews. Because yeah, these, the rest from last year, well, earlier this year, last year. So yeah, I gotta get back on the review job. But yeah, anyways, I'm in the one, the only Ultimate Wolf. So we'll see if I build Tarn later today. But yeah, like I said, I've been Ultimate Wolf. But yeah, it's also Sunday morning. That's what I meant later today. All right, like I said, I'm in the one, the only Ultimate Wolf.